Title: Shadows of the Smoking Mirror. In the heart of Mesoamerica, where the shadows of ancient temples soared to the heavens, the Aztec Empire flourished, its tapestry woven with intricate threads of history, myth, and the ever-persistent shadow of TEZCATLIPOCA, Lord of the Smoking Mirror. Revered and feared, he was the god of fate, destiny, and strife, a divine being who walked the blurred line between creation and destruction. In the bustling city of Tenochtitlan, the air was thick with incense and the sound of lively chatter. Merchants shouted their wares, women stirred pots of steaming chili, and children chased each other through the narrow streets. However, on this particular day, there was an uneasy tension. The priests of Tlaloc, the rain god, had gathered to announce a troubling omen. The heavens had darkened and heavy rains had fallen, yet the crops were wilting. An ominous sign indeed. Amidst the chaos, a young priest named Isel stood at the foot of the Templo Mayor, observing the gathering crowd. Isel had always felt a peculiar connection to TEZCATLIPOCA. His dark, piercing eyes seemed to reflect the depths of fate, full of secrets and possibilities. Many said he bore the mark of the god, the all-knowing reflection in his eyes. Despite this lineage, he had not yet earned the favor of his god. As he listened to the frantic discussions that surrounded him, Isel felt a pull towards the central altar, a place where the ancient and the divine converge. Here, amidst the flickering of candles and the fragrant smoke of copal, the priests performed rituals to placate the gods. This was where Isel first met the enigmatic woman who would change his life forever. Her name was Xochitl, meaning flower. Her beauty was intoxicating, with long, flowing hair that shimmered like obsidian in the twilight. She was a healer and a burgeoning priestess who often spoke of Tlaloc's mercy and the need for harmony with the gods. Isel was entranced by her deep understanding of the mystical world that surrounded them. Isel, she said one evening, her voice lilting like a song carried on the wind, to truly understand TEZCATLIPOCA, you must confront the shadows within yourself. What do you mean? He asked, confusion knitted on his brow. He's the most feared of all gods. Without the darkness, the light cannot exist. There is wisdom in his malevolence. It is through challenges and trials that we grow, she replied, her gaze steady and profound. Days turned into weeks, and Isel found himself torn between two worlds, the light of Xochitl and the dark allure of TEZCATLIPOCA. As crop failures and sickness spread through Tenochtitlan, desperation grew among the people. They called for a sacrifice to appease the gods, a ritual that would quell the unrest and restore their fortunes. Whispers of using a priest arose among the people, and dread settled in Isel's heart. He couldn't let that be his fate. One fateful night, during a particularly tumultuous storm, Isel mustered the courage to approach the sacred temple of TEZCATLIPOCA, hidden deep within the vast complex of the Templo Mayor. He had heard rumors of an ancient ritual, one where a soul could bargain with the god himself. Heart-pounding, he climbed the steps to the temple's apex, the air thick with the scent of blood and incense. TEZCATLIPOCA. He called to the darkness, his voice trembling yet fierce, echoing under the starlit sky. I seek your presence. Suddenly, a chilling breeze swept through, extinguishing the torches illuminating the altar. From the shadows, he felt the god materialize, a figure shrouded in darkness, with a polished obsidian mirror for a face. I have come, Isel, the god's voice resonated like thunder. What is it you seek? I wish to understand you, Isel declared, his heart racing. I want to learn the truth behind your shadows. TEZCATLIPOCA let out a low chuckle, a sound that reverberated through the temple. Those who seek wisdom often wield it with trembling hands. Are you prepared to confront the depths of your own darkness? I am, Isel said, steeling his resolve. Very well, the god replied, and in an instant, the ground beneath Isel cracked open, revealing a swirling abyss. As Isel fell into the void, he was met with visions, images of cities burned, betrayal among gods, the pain of loss, and the cyclical nature of life and death. He saw his own life, his fears, his misconceptions about power and sacrifice. He saw Xochitl pleading for mercy amidst the chaos he feared to unleash. But above all, he saw humanity, the struggle between light and dark, joy and grief, eternal and unyielding. In the depths of despair, he whispered Xochitl's name, and a warmth enveloped him, igniting a flicker of hope. I see now, he murmured as the darkness faded, and he found himself back on the altar, gasping for breath. You are not evil, TEZCATLIPOCA. You are the mirror that reflects our innermost truths. The god's form flickered before him, the obsidian mirror glinting in the moonlight. To embrace darkness is to understand yourself, Isel. Now, what will you do with this knowledge? With a newfound clarity, Isel returned to Tenochtitlan, determined to bring Xochitl and the priests together in reconciliation rather than division. They gathered to weave a ritual of understanding, acknowledging the balance of life, both light and dark. He spoke passionately about the need to sacrifice not flesh, but ignorance and fear. Their act of unity reached the ears of the gods. The rains began to fall gently once more, nourishing the parched earth. The harvest flourished, bringing hope back to the people. In the months that followed, Isel and Xochitl forged a new path, one where the teachings of Tezcatlipoca were embraced, not with dread, but with reverence for the balance of existence. The people of Tenochtitlan learned to honor the god of shadows, recognizing that, without the darkness, they could never truly appreciate the light. Thus, in the shimmering reflection of the smoking mirror, the tale of Tezcatlipoca transformed from one of evil to a profound understanding of life, a dance of shadows and light intertwined for eternity.